recovery support peers.
Hi, my name is Marianne Owens, and this is my story. If I take a pause, bear with me. This is the first time I've ever shared my story. I've learned that God is the healer of all things, past and present. My story begins with a childhood trauma, 18 years of sexual, mental, and physical abuse from my father. My dad was also an alcoholic and abusive to my mother. I also experienced months and months of satanic ritual abuse. God sent to me an angel named Ariel, and that's how I made it through all of that. And today, I still talk to Ariel. Needless to say, I was introverted and didn't trust anyone. Years of therapy didn't help. I tried to raise my kids the best I could, but they were negatively impacted. Now we have a good relationship. My daughter is a mounted patrol police officer, and my son is a firefighter in giving professions. After my divorce, my marriage of 28 years of physical and sexual abuse, I finally divorced. I moved to Illinois to take care of my dad. It was during this time that the memories came flooding back and took over my mind, my thoughts, and my actions. I was diagnosed at a mental facility with bipolar disorder, psychotic episodes, borderline personality disorder, generalized anxiety disorder, and PTSD. I tried to commit suicide several times. The last time I tried, I took 180 pills, was found unconscious on the living room floor. I spent 2 days in the ICU with kidney failure. All that time, I was surrounded by white lights and the presence of God's angels. After that, I found a really good counselor. She created a safe place for me to heal. I was able to work through the trauma and the mental illness. She led me back to a relationship with the Lord after being angry with God and his church for so many years. One night I was surrounded by God's angels, and there were fighting Satan's angels. After what seemed like forever, God's angels won the battle, and I was finally freed from the evil that had taken over my mind and my body. I'm a firm believer in God and his angels. I told my counselor I'd like to give back in the area of crisis care, and she led me to the information to set up an interview at Crossover Ministries. God led me through the interview, and I was hired to be a part of the recovery support program. They welcomed me aboard, and I began to learn how to help others in crisis. Finally, I was able to begin to give back. I learned I needed God's love in my life, and he had healed me from childhood trauma and mental illnesses. He brought the right persons into my life at just the right times. I've learned that I'm stronger than I think. I have God in my life now, and things have worked out for me so well. So never give up, and you can do it with God's help. God loves you unconditionally. May God be with you in your spiritual journey.